Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 3 lessons that were learned from the construction of the Southern Coastal Highway. Now this is the largest road project underway in Jamaica. But it's important to learn from the mistakes made on the construction of this road. Because we have the $40 billion Spark program coming up, and we know that when you budget, sometimes it goes over. So that 40 billion program could easily become 60 billion. Also, you have the 120 billion $120 billion project, which is the expansion of the Northern Coastal Highway, which is, you could say, double the cost of the Spark program. That will be the largest road project in Jamaican history, the expansion of the Northern Coastal Highway. So, building this road, the Southern Coastal Highway, this road goes from Harborview to Port Antonio. Some lessons were learned. One, and probably the most important one, is that the local contractors are not ready for a job this big. They started with 10 local contractors. Well, China Harbour Engineering Company is a main contractor for the entire project, but they subcontracted out some sections to 10 local contractors. And they just couldn't get the job done. Out of the 10, they're left with 4. Either they had to take the work from them or they gave it up. So they're left with 4, and the 4 still have not finished the sections that they are to work on. This road project exposed just how far behind the local contractors are in terms of building roads like this. This is a highway. Now, the second lesson learned from this project is that you need somebody to monitor the project for the government. When this project started, the largest road project on the way in Jamaica, nobody from the government was monitoring it. And that is evident in the deadlines. Just to give you an example, in March, somebody from the government would say the road is going to finish in April, the end of April. When if they had driven on the road and if people were monitoring the progress of the road, you would know there is no way that road would finish in April. Same thing, in the Prime Minister himself even put out a statement saying the road will be finished by X date, when it was not feasible, not possible for the road to finish by that date. Nobody from the government was monitoring it. No government agency was monitoring the road. The Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation was in charge of it for the government, but that was just for funding. So when the government realized they kept missing all these deadlines and it's looking so bad on them, the National Works Agency was put in charge of the project for the government. Now, this project started in 2017, and I think it was 2023 or 2022 that the National Works Agency was put in charge of the project. That was a huge mistake by the government. Somebody has to be in charge of the project. You have the NWA, you have the municipal corporations, and you have NROC. I noticed that they've been giving NROC, well, I shouldn't say I noticed. They have been giving putting NROC in charge of projects that are not toll roads. No, I don't know if it's going to turn into a toll road when the road is finished. I don't know. But NROC is used to monitor the construction of the toll roads. NWA would monitor the main roads in Jamaica. Neither of them were in charge of the Southern Coastal Highway. Both had the expertise, none of them were in charge. Maybe that's one of the reasons why. Well, it is a reason why the road took so long to be built. It was how would you say, delayed, big time. So that's the second lesson. And the third lesson learned from this road is that even as great as China Harbor Engineering Company is, they can drop the ball also. Because these deadlines, I don't know if the government had consulted with China Harbor Engineering Company before they put out these deadlines. I don't know where they came from, but the government ministers were not touring the road. Let's just say the government was not. Nobody from the government was touring the road before the NWA was put in charge. China Harbor Engineering Company dropped the ball on the construction of this road. Now, I don't know if it was a case where they were spread too thin in Jamaica, meaning they had too much major projects doing. I have no idea. I don't know if it's just because nobody was monitoring them that they just slowed down, but they did slow down on this project. The government, when NWA was put in charge of the project, they had to call in the heads for China Harbor Engineering Company and say, listen, put more resources into the project. And China Harbor Engineering did, and the project moved along. But those are three valuable lessons that have been learned. One, the local contractors just cannot manage a project like this. Two, somebody has to monitor the project. And three, you have to stay on top of China Harbor Engineering Company. I mean, they're just a contractor, yes, but they can drop the ball also. Now, these lessons are now evident in the new projects. The Spark program, I think the NWA is in charge of it, and they're bringing in more foreign contractors because they realize if China Harbor Engineering Company was to do all 2,000 roads, they will be spread thin again, and they just don't have the resources to get it done on time. It's not that they don't have the resources, but it's better to bring in more foreign contractors, and they are coming. They are coming. 5 foreign contractors have already been pre-approved, and they're going to be putting in their bids for the different projects. And as I said earlier, NROC is now in charge of so many other projects that are not toll road related, or so they say, because the government realized somebody has to be in charge of these projects, or the same thing is going to happen again. So guys, let us know what you think about the lessons learned. Leave your comments in the section below. Alright guys, have a good day.